Hey friends, thank you for being here with me today. This is going to be a short 20-ish minute flow to lead up to flying side crow pose. So an arm balancing posture, really strong in the upper body, in the shoulders, wrists, core, hips. So we're lifting our hips in space. So we're gonna work on the hips a little bit and upper body strength. All right, so let's begin just for a moment, sitting up nice and tall in our seat, connecting with our breath, centering, grounding, tuning within, in the inner body today. Maybe setting an intention, reciting your mantra, and we will begin. On our hands and knees and tabletop, waking up the spine in a little cat-cow. I usually begin this way. So shoulder over the wrist, hips over the knees are hip-width apart, dropping the belly, gazing up, lengthening through the center line. Inhale, exhale, round it out like a cat. Move your shoulders forward, send the hips back. Maybe you send the hips from side to side, checking in with the low back. You can draw some circle shapes here. Warming up the wrists, bringing the shoulders forward. And then moving in the opposite direction if you're drawing your circle shapes, or you can just be in cat-cow, dropping the belly, inhaling, exhaling, rounding out the spine. So you can just do a few rounds of this, or as I said, move those hips around, shoulders forward, hips back, side to side. Just moving and breathing, checking in with your spine today, checking in with that low back. So we're going to go to our first downward facing dog, spreading the fingers nice and wide, index finger points forward, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back to our downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet, gently bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg. You can shake the head yes and no from side to side. Moving and breathing into your spine. And as we look forward, we're going to lift our right leg up. Hips stay square, the back foot is flexed. We're going to draw our right knee to our right shoulder. Shoulders coming forward. Belly in, right leg lifts up, one-legged downward facing dog. We're going to do this 3 times. Right knee, right elbow or shoulder, you can lift it up towards the tricep. One-legged down dog, right leg lifts up to the sky, hips stay square, drop that right hip bone down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to look forward, gracefully stepping, floating right foot up, belly in between our hands at the top of the mat. Low runner's lunge. Low runner's lunge is going to sweep our arms up to high lunge. Pressing into the ball of the back foot, lengthening to that left side, and we're going to take a twist, reaching our right fingertips behind us and our left fingertips out in front of us. Twisting from the torso. Inhale here, exhale here. Belly draws in. Inhale here, exhale here. Bringing hands back to the prayer, back to our center line. Left foot floats up to meet right. Tadasana, standing at the top of the mat. Forward folding. You can put a bend in the knees, bringing the chest to the thighs. Maybe shake the head from side to side. We're going to take a bind here by the base of the spine, interlacing the fingers together. Send the knuckles up to the sky. Draw the shoulder blades to touch. Really opening up the chest and the heart here. You can keep your bind and inhale, find a flat back for length. And an inhale, expanding in the chest. Exhale, belly draws in, shoulder blades together. Releasing the bind, we're going to plant the left hand in the center line out in front of us. Right arm reaches up to the sky, another little twist. Right hand lowers, left arm reaches up. Really feel this in the middle spine. Flat back for length in a number 7 shape as we gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, jump, or float to a high plank pose. Planting the hands shoulder width apart, index finger points forward. Big wide step to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Optional flow here. High plank goes to low, building strength in the upper body. Sweeping it up for our cobra pose or up dog so legs can rest as we extend and lengthen through our center line here. Or they can engage and lift off the mat for a full up dog. Inhale, exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet just one more time, bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg. Left leg lifts up to the sky, that back foot stays flexed. Hips are squared. Inhale here, exhale, peeking forward, left knee, left elbow, or up towards the tricep. One-legged down dog, left leg lifts up to the sky, engaging in our back leg and foot. Inhale, exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale one more time, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, peeking forward, gracefully stepping or floating left foot up in between the hands at the top of the mat to our nice low runner's lunge here on the ball of our back right foot. So the heel is lifting. Then we're going to sweep the arms up to our high lunge, high crescent lunge. Finding our balance, find your drishti, find your gaze, and find the center line. I know I say that a lot, but it's very important as the mind begins to wander to draw it back into the inner body, our center line, center of gravity, where energy moves through the body, long line of energy. So we're going to take our twist, right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Belly draws in, twisting from the torso, from starting in the low back. Inhale here, exhale here. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, hands come back to prayer. Right foot floats up to meet left, standing Tadasana. At the top of the mat, forward folding. Fold yourself in half, bend your knees, bring the chest to the thighs, maybe hang and bind. Gently sway from side to side. Inhale, flat back for length in that number 7 shape. Gaze goes forward. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, jump or float, high plank pose. Vinyasa or chaturanga. High plank goes to low. Sweep it up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bringing the shoulders forward, we're going to go to our high plank, and our high plank is going to go to side plank. So we're going to stack the feet, stack the hips, and stack the shoulders, reaching the left arm up to the sky, reaching that left hip bone up. Other side, left hand plants. You could modify being on a bent knee here, like this. Bottom knee can drop down. Everything stacking, that right hip bone reaching up. Reach up so we don't want to dump too much in the wrist. So we lift up with the side of the body, with our hip bone, hip bones. Inhale, exhale, high plank. Chaturanga, high plank goes to low plank. Hover there in a low plank. Chest and heart forward, coming through. Inhale, upward facing. Center line lengthening. Exhale, downward facing, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And let's just take one child's pose. Dropping down to the knees, send the hips back to the heels and forehead down to the mat. You can open up the knees wide if you would like. Couple of breaths. Just relaxing the shoulders, the chest, the forehead, the knees, your face, the jaw. There's probably going to be a rainbow because it's sprinkling and the sun is shining. Tabletop, hands and knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. stepping through to chair pose. So you can jump or float, bending the knees. Bending the knees here at the top of the mat. Woo. Utkatasana, tailbone going towards the heels, elbows up at the ears for our chair pose. Hands can also go to prayer. Inhale here, exhale here. Maybe we can spread the toes and lift the toes. Tall spine, flat back. There's a little tilt in the pelvis here, not allowing the knees to go past the toes. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Flat back for length in that number 7 shape, gaze going forward. Really inhale, exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, jump or float. Back to your high plank pose. High plank going to low plank. Press it up, cobra or up dog, extending the spine out of the pelvis. Exhale, down dog. One more time, chair pose. So stepping, jumping, or floating, those feet up in between the hands. At the top of the mat, immediately bending our knees, sinking our hips low. And we're going to take our chair prayer twist. So hands go to heart center. Spread the fingers wide. Hook the thumbs in front of the heart. Hooking right elbow to the outside of the left knee or thigh. Maybe gazing up towards the sky. You can also open the arms to a T. Inhale, exhale. Hands coming back to prayer. And just to protect the spine, we're going to go ahead and bring, we should have done it this way on the other side. We'll do it on this side. The left hand to the left shoulder, and then hook your prayer twist. So bring the elbow to the outside of that right thigh, starting from the low back, middle, and then upper back, upper part of the spine. And then take your prayer twist. Right hand meets left, keeping it in front of the heart. So sternum spinning up, up, up. Maybe bringing the arms to a T. Should really be feeling this in the legs, strong legs, quads here. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Flat back for length, number 7, shape gaze goes forward. Inhale, belly in. Nice. Lengthening out our spine, lengthening through the crown of the head, and our tailbone is going back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, jump, float, high plank pose, optional flow. You can immediately go to down dog or take a child's pose. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing. Couple of breaths in down dog or child's pose. Right leg lifts up to the sky. You can always meet up with us here. Right leg lifts, exhale, peek forward, step or float. Right foot up in between the hands at the top of the mat, coming up to high lunge. Hands can go to prayer. And this time now, we're going to ground that back heel down. The outer edge of that back foot at about a 60-degree-ish angle. 45 to 60-degree angle, so hip bones are squared. Pointed forward. Right knee over right ankle. And we're going to do the same thing, hooking a prayer twist. Okay, so this time let's bring the left hand to the left shoulder. Starting from that lower back. Lower, middle, upper is going to twist and lower this left elbow outside of the right knee or thigh bone. And then we're going to take our right arm can reach up and then meet left hand for this prayer twist here. Revolved extended side angle. So really scoop everything outside of that right thigh. Another breath or two. The right elbow is pointed up. Hands are in front of the heart, in front of the sternum. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale. So our side crow is also a twist. We're opening up our right glute, hip, twisting the torso, twisting our spine. All right, and we're going to find this on the other side. So we're just going to rotate around to the other side of our mat. And let's go to our high lunge first. So we'll find it here on the ball of our back right foot. Really checking in with the hips. You can reach the arms up if you want to. Shoulder blades down the back. And then exhale, drop that right back heel down. Okay, bringing that right hip bone forward. Right hand is going to go to the right shoulder. hooking this right elbow to the outside of that left knee or thigh bone, starting from that lower, middle, and upper back. Really twisting from our torso. Try to keep that back heel flat and grounded. It's okay if it lifts. This means you're a little bit tighter in the hips. So scooping everything outside of the thigh. Left hand can reach up, opening up the arms to a T, or stay in your heart center, prayer twisting. Hands coming together. Inhale, exhale. Spiraling through the spine here. Inhale. Exhale, we can gaze over that left shoulder. Checking in with the neck, you can gaze down at your big foot. Big toe, not big foot, I'm sorry. Probably have a small foot. Or normal size foot. Big toe. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Last breath. Inhale, exhale. We're going to unwind. And let's go to one wide-legged forward fold. So bring your arms to a T, a little back bend. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. You can bind the ankles or the shins, or peace fingers can bind your big toe. Drawing the crown of the head down towards the earth. Sitting bones going back. Pelvis going back. Heaviest part of the body. So just kind of a counterbalance when we bring the crown forward so we don't topple forward. We send the hips and pelvis back. Really bend those elbows and fold yourself in half. Pull the crown down as low as you can bring it, or to a block. Rotating around to our front right foot. High plank. Right foot steps back to meet left. Hands are shoulder width. High plank goes to low. Really hover in that low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. You can pedal at the feet, gently bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg here one more time. And we're going to go through to our yogi squat. So we're going to step our left foot to the outside of the left hand, right foot to the outside of the right hand, sitting in between our heels. Elbows inside of the knees, gently pressing the thumbs in front of the heart. Spread the fingers wide. Sinking into the hips. Sitting bones go low as we grow taller, and we can just gently open up the knees a little bit wider with the elbows. And we're going to take our regular crow pose. So we're going to plant our hands out in front of us, shoulder width apart, keeping the knees on the elbows. Shoulders coming forward like we're going into a high plank, taking a chaturanga or vinyasa. So shoulders coming forward, elbows on top of the knees. Bring the toes to touch. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, exhale, back to our yogi squat. You can try that one more time, and then we'll go into our side crow. Warming up the wrists, shoulders coming forward, toes touch. Gaze forward. Try to keep somewhat of a flat back there. All right, and then we're going to find our side crow. So we're going to bring the knees pointed forward, and we're going to take a twist. So we're going to, same thing on this side. Left hand can go to the left shoulder, bringing this elbow outside of the left knee or thigh. Hands plant, shoulder width apart beside us. And we want to keep the right hip lifted in space, okay? I did this for many years, dropping my hip down on the elbow, which is okay to start that way. But what we're going for is we want to have strong hip flexors and keep the right hip lifted. Okay, so stack knees on top of that left elbow, and then we bring the shoulders forward. Trust yourself, distribution of weight. Right hip lifts, gaze forward, look forward. So strong, spread your fingers really nice and wide. Exhale, lower down. Great job. Okay, see, you can do it. I'll do it switching sides over here on this side, just so you can see better. All right, so right hand on the right shoulder, find the twist, that lower middle upper back, hooking the elbow outside of that left knee or thigh bone here. Hands plant shoulder width apart, beside the thigh, the feet. Try to keep the hips once again lifted. So you're potentially going to want to dump and just drop that left hip bone down right away on the left elbow. That's not what we're going for, but that is okay, okay? So shoulders coming forward, knees stay stacked, gaze forward, keep that left hip lifting. Can do it one more time. Look forward, and lower down. One-legged chair. And we want to keep a strong core. So we're going to come on down to our back, lowering the spine down, drawing the knees into the chest, and we're going to go into boat pose. Strengthening our core, and we want to strengthen those hip flexors. So I've done some standing balancing postures for the hip, strengthening the hips. Standing, opening up the gate, bringing the leg to one side. Anyway, that's going to help strengthen the hip flexors. There's a lot of different postures, poses to strengthen the hip flexors, but that is one video for going into elephant trunk pose. Elephant trunk pose, we do that standing balancing posture. If you see that video. All right, so we're going to rock up to our glutes here, or sitting bones. Modification is the knees are bent, sternum is lifting up, lengthening and expanding, bringing the fingertips forward. So you can stay here, you can bind behind the thighs to support yourself, or you can release the arms forward, or maybe straighten the legs in our upward V shape for boat pose. So we're strengthening our legs, strengthening the hip flexors here as well. Pretend you're drawing the inner thighs together towards each other. Inhale, if you're shaking, you're getting stronger. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna lower halfway down, lower, hover, lift back up. Keep the heart open, lifted here. Inhale, exhale, lower, down, and lift. Inhale, and exhale. Lower, hover, lift. Belly in, try to keep a flat back. Lower, and lift. One more, lower, and lift. Release, relax the whole entire body, relax the shoulders, the legs, the hips. And we're gonna take a bridge pose. So we're gonna plant our feet out in front of us, hip width apart, planting the forearms down to the mat. The fingertips could touch the heels, knee over ankle, that's what we're going for. Pressing our way up into the feet to lift the hips off the mat. Stretching it out, lengthening through the abdominals. Or you can interlace your fingers here and send your knuckles forward. Hips lifting up to the sky. Strengthening that low back. Strengthening our glutes. Strengthening our hips. Lift a leg. Lift the hips just a little bit higher and slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, or take a happy baby. Opening up the knees and feet wide, making a footprint towards the sky, gently rocking from side to side. So that is your short 15 to 20 minute sequence going into side crow pose. Keep strengthening, keep doing it, keep coming back to this if you really want to begin to fly, taking flight in these arm balancing postures. Take lots of chaturangas, lots of high planks, lots of low planks. And we'll take rest. You can bring the knees and feet together for Supta Bakasana, one hand to the heart, one hand to the abdomen. Thank you for being here. The light in me honors and bows to the light and courage in you. Namaste.